Niggas hate it when I pop shit. Bitch ain't on my level, I just add her to the block list. Think she gon' gain a space, showing to me topless. Nah, baby, stop this. Go ahead and cover that. I'ma give you game and some bread, go and double that. Let me see if you an asset or liability. Show me how you bring that cash back if you feeling me. Show me love. I be in that box like a golden glove. Pound for pound, put it down like it was heavy holding up. You know what's up, feel it in the air when we rolling up. Phil Collins used to joy riding in the stolen truck. Used to call them Johnnies out in Philly, did it constant. Bringing everything to the table like the content. I'm an open book, read it and grab the concept. Trigger finger, doing so many curls, just growing biceps. Many death threats for real, and ain't no love on the other side. One's wrong, don't make another's right. You had yours, but you wanted mine. No love on the other side. Plotted on every other night, but that's all in another life. Love on the other side. From the lifers, get love from the nerds, get love from the bitches in the hood to the birds. Whether on a 9 to 5 or you get it off the curb, just get up out the system, you gon' get what you deserve. I mean, I remember duffel bags full of herb, quarter after quarter till I stumbled on a bird. Masked up in Philly is like every day the purge. I mean, I'm just giving insight on the day to day before I lead a game. Step back and just fade away. 12 gauge tactical round, sound like an 808. Shotty get the metro booming. I'ma damage you, an animal. I ain't that human. I'm a different species, the feces with the music. Yeah. I can't help but get you rappers in line. Hollow tip fragments, all in back of your spine. 4-4 bulldog, all you packers are 9. I've been around the block, I spin that a couple times, yeah. And it only gets realer, not a bit, but no miles in it, straight from the dealer. You sweet, can't be around you niggas, I'm a diabetic. Every sheet, every line, every bar is a diuretic. I'm elite, I know the bar high, that's ain't no love on the other side. One's wrong, don't make another's right. You had yours, but you wanted mine. No love on the other side. Plotted on every other night, but that was all in another life. No love on the other side. One's wrong, don't make another's right. You had yours, but you wanted mine. No love on the other side. Yeah. Ain't no love on the other side. Yeah. Tell me why you won't take my life. Ain't no love on the other side. It ain't no love on the other side. Ain't no love on the other side. Ain't no love on the other side.
It's legend.
Buddha.
Look, I ain't the hardness, I'm a good soldier. Yeah. My niggas is killers, I ain't gon' hold ya. This shit is not for the weak, I already told ya. They taught us to yak or rob, watch how you approach us. Blood of my brothers, this for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers, this for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers, this for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers, this for the blood of my brothers. When Babylon fall, the meat gon' inherit the earth. I never turn pussy, you gotta bury me first. I get the word from Cap, I'ma just go, yes sir. Please don't play with your life, or you'll get seriously hurt. Over my brothers, we doing numbers. You like to talk a lot, but you'll get humbled. Ayy, fuck all my enemies, yeah, cause they make a tumult. You gotta be disciplined, can't do what you want to. Outside is a jungle, and I got the heart of a lion. I just did Hebrew Academy, tried through the fire in the heart of a crisis. Everybody wanna talk tough, but only a dummy would try us. They told me life about war, so I ain't gon' never stop fighting. I know that they fools, but I cannot pity them. Niggas is taking them lies too serious. All black everything, know it, but fearing them feds is watching. I gotta stay diligent, I gotta stay militant. Yeah, I know that I'm killing them. I endure hardness. I'm a good soldier. My niggas is killers. I ain't gon' hold ya. This shit is not for the weak. I already told ya. They taught us to yak around. Watch how you approach us. Blood of my brothers. This for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers. This for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers. This for the blood of my brothers. Blood of my brothers. This for the blood of my brothers. Front line. That's double time. I ain't throwing no flags, they let they colors fly. I'm UPK certified, follow the chain of command. We don't want cowards in here, them niggas can stay where they at. Fuck what they saying is cap, these devils is hunting on steps, so I ain't leaving no tracks. I'm about the Lord business, I ain't playing with them, and I'm standing on that. I got my foot on their neck, I got the world in my hands. I ain't even breaking a sweat. You not even a threat, I'm a soldier, head on a swivel, I'm always in motion. He move like a coward cause real soldiers don't show no emotion. They just do what they supposed to. Yeah, it's the Lord's army. These niggas fold under pressure. I ain't talking about origami. We went to trials like we was fighting the case for manslaughter. I learned to yak around. I put these hands on them. It's crazy they had dropped sword after you would stand for him. He couldn't endure to the end. His cover is hanging in headquarters. Yeah.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wok, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick that Glocky with me, it was like a ball with them. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to them featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bags. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas swear he the GOAT, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Yeah. UPK shit, man. West. Hey, I'm a UPK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us, and we ain't them. I told him, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Nah, see y'all. Check. No, I couldn't see y'all at first. I'm over here like, what's going on with the chat? Brother. All right. You should be 12. What the hell going on over here? How everybody doing now? Y'all got home safely? Everybody good? No problems getting home, right? Let me just get this real quick. Turn this up. Turn me up some. Hey, Shalom, let's turn this up real quick. It's lucky. All right. We are back. Tuesday night brotherhood class. I'm going to say Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barak a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar a thumb by Shem Yahushai to the sisters. Welcome back. First and foremost. Oh, shoot. Slacking. First and foremost, I hope everybody got home safe. Next, I want to say, the water commander Junior Hana for another Passover. Getting us another Passover. We can all get together and, show our brotherhood The event was amazing. Everything was great. No complaints. It just keeps getting better and better every year. You know what I mean? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing to go see all y'all out there. Yeah, Most High in Christ. Being able to see everybody out there and being able to spend some time with people, everybody out there. Speaking of that story, my pilgrimage, oh my Lord, Jesus. So I wasn't able to get there late. You know what I mean? I just started a slave last week. And I wasn't able to leave until Thursday night. And boy, I thought everything was going to be smooth and everything was going to be okay. It was a hassle. I missed my flight. That's one thing. Missing your flight on a Friday morning is not Tawab, especially at LAX. Okay. So that happened. And then it was just a whole bunch of nonsense of trying to figure out how to get down to Houston in a timely manner. You know what I mean? Hey, Shalom says, what's going on? Yeah, so I ended up having to spend my last dollar that I had for Houston on a plane just to get to Houston. And boy, I don't even want to think of that price. But it was a last minute plane. Ended up being able to get there, pull up. And thank the Lord of Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I was able to be sustainful for the remainder of that weekend. But, you know what I mean? It was definitely an honor and a pleasure being able to see everybody out there, everybody dressed up, everybody having a good time. Another family reunion. You know what I mean? Excellent, excellent, excellent time. So let's get to it. Anything crazy happened out there? I don't think nothing really too crazy happened out there. It was just it was pretty regular, pretty structured. You know what I mean? Shout out to Captain Yachty out there. Most definitely. Brotherhood got me through that whole weekend. For sure. But yeah. Excellent time. You know what I mean? Y'all got some stories y'all want to share? Put them in the chat. Y'all got anything y'all want to share? Put it in the chat. Just hope everybody got home safe. And I hope nobody has issues and things they got to deal with after the fact. Hopefully it was just a hassle to get there and a hassle to, if it was a hassle, just a hassle to get there and that's it. You know what I mean? I hope everybody ain't got to go home, you know what I mean, with some issues they got to deal with. But at the end of the day, it is a requirement from the Lord that we get to the Passover. You know what I mean? So we did our duty. Everybody's there. Everybody showed up. Everybody didn't just show up, but they showed out. And it was an excellent time. And all y'all looked amazing, man. Definitely pushing the Lord's hand for sure. I mean, okay, so we probably be here till 9, but just real quick, I wanted to get on the whole situation that they were talking about with the pretty much that the false, the blank threat that Donald Trump made when it came to Iran. Now, for our people to really understand, this is not just the actions of one man. This is not a dictatorship. This is not a dictatorship. This is not just the everything that you see that's going wrong and you see that is happening and you see all the threats and the bombs and everything. This is not just the acts of one man. You know what I mean? This is a united decision of everything that's going on. These are higher ups that are making these decisions. These are higher ups that are having all of these situations happen. This is a group agreement. You get what I'm saying? People that have power are making dumb decisions and messing a lot of things up for the people that live within this nation. Okay. But more deeper than that, this is the will of the Lord. The Lord wants this stuff to happen. The Lord wants all of these plagues and warfare and rumors of wars, all these things he wants to happen. He wants these things to happen, and there's things going on behind the scenes that we can't see that's forcing the hand. You think our oppressor just wants to show how weak he is? I mean, the white man is like a prideful bastard. He never wants you to see him in any stage of concern or any stage of weakness. That's why every time you see Trump get on TV, he's talking about, oh, we're winning the war, oh, we're doing this and we're doing that, we're beating them, and they're going to come up with an agreement, and then we're going to come up with a solution pretty soon. This war should be over. You know what I mean? But it's just all lies. And the reason why it needs to be lied in that type of manner is because our oppressor doesn't want us to see a inklage of weakness from him. He doesn't want us to understand. He wants the smoke and mirrors to be that he is the most mightiest thing that this universe has to offer, even mightier than the Most High himself. But we know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to think that everything that happens he has in his control, and that he can change everything in an instance, which is why you seen the blank threat not too long ago when talking about that, that he was just gonna, or that we were going to literally wipe out Iran completely, the population of the people, everything. But it's just a blank threat. It's a lie, because our oppressor is like, you know what I mean? Can I say he's like a roaring lion? You know what I mean? Once a lion is injured, he doesn't want that weakness to be shown, and it leaves him in a very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Detrimental position. So yeah, that's just the way our oppressor is. All this lying about, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and oh, I'm gonna destroy these people in a day, all this stuff like that. These are all blank threats. But guess what? The thing that should piss us off the most is because these are all blank threats towards a nation that's not us. You get what I mean? This is all blank threats towards some a nation of people who actually have something going for themselves, where they can show their hand to fight back. Do you know that our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are so in detriment. We are so vulnerable that our oppressor doesn't even need to make threats. He doesn't need to try the smoke and mirrors. If he wants to destroy us, he'll just do it right in front of our faces, and then he'll tell us that he still loves us. You get what I'm saying? That's how vulnerable we are. And then we need to rise up and understand this thing. This should make us upset. This should piss us off that our oppressor, even in the midst of war, can be so lenient towards other nations. But when it comes to us, who don't even try to lift our hands against them, we don't try to bat an eye towards them. We don't try to speak against them. We don't do anything. We just lay down and tuck our tails, and yet we still get abused, and then we still get wiped out. You get what I'm saying? Not too long ago, before all this war madness and all these distractions and stuff was happening, we had ICE on the streets running rapid. You know what I mean? Hunting our people. Not too long ago. So all of a sudden, our oppressor has a will of peace. So where was the peace at when it came to the people who actually live in this country, who actually helped build this country up? Where is that peace? Where is that blank threat? Where's that? Oh yeah, well we're trying to find an agreement. Where's that agreement with us? Why is it just that we go straight into the abuse, go straight into the unaliving? You know what I'm saying? This should piss our people off. This should make us want to follow the Lord in the right manner. This should put us in a position where we like, okay, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I can't continue to have my spirit in this place, because our oppressor could make blank threats to this place and not go all the way. We thought that the war would be done within a day. Our people, ignorantly, we thought that the war could be done in a day. We thought that he was just going to go into Iran, just like he went into Venezuela, and just snatch the president up and just, you know what I mean, everything's over. We run from there on out. But it doesn't. What we need to understand is we are the vulnerable ones. We are the ones who are in a stage of being wiped out within a day. You know what I'm saying? Now the Lord won't allow it. The Lord does not allow our people to get wiped out. As disobedient as we are, as gullible as we are to go and follow our oppressor's ways and follow his gods, follow his holidays and everything of that nature. You know what I mean? As gullible as we are, the Lord is still not going to allow us to get wiped out, even though our oppressor would do it if he was able to. If he wanted to, he would do it. If he was able to, he would do it. But the Lord won't allow that. And you see what the Lord is capable of doing when our people are in the rise of attack. When ICE was running rapid, boom, here comes World War III, pretty much. You know what I mean? Right there. Okay, I'm not saying that they're still not out there, but at the degree that it was before, when before all this whole World War III madness started, it was World War III on blacks and Hispanics. It was World War III on Hispanic people. Couldn't even go to work, go to school. You know what I mean? It was war on us. Only problem is that we couldn't defend ourselves. The only problem was we couldn't come up with an idea that can possibly hurt the way that America is civilized, the way that America runs. We don't have those type of resources. We don't have those type of opportunities. This is why you have to understand and it's a given who God's chosen people are. It's a given who are the sheep. What type of defense tactic do you see that sheep have? You know what I mean? What type of defense tactic do they have? Do they have sharp teeth? Do they have venom? Do they have hard shells? What do they have? And the same as us. We have absolutely no defense, just like a sheep. We have no defense mechanism. Everything that happens to us, we cannot, you know what I mean, defend ourselves. So this is what we need to understand. And this is what we need to be extremely upset about. Because our oppressor is going to continue. Once his distraction is done with trying to keep his country afloat, and once he gets put in a position where he can find some type of sense of comfort, who do you think he's going to attack next? Who do you think he's going to harm? Who do you think that he's going to go back into trying to wipe off this planet? Who do you think it is? Because I could have sworn before World War III, this whole World War III stuff, well, the road to World War III was happening. The focus was on us. That's where the focus was at. So we should be at a uproar about this. We should be at a time, and our spirit should be at a point where it's like, I'm gonna stop all this being a knucklehead. I'm gonna stop all this wanting to argue, and I'm just gonna do what the Lord wants me to do. Point blank, period. That's my main objective. Do what the Lord wants me to do, because that's the only way that we're gonna get out of this place. That's the only way that we can get a sense of defense. That's the only way that we can get a defensive tactic. All we gotta do is just follow the Lord. That's it. In the right way. Not under unrighteous leaders, not under people who have the means to harm the people. The right way. Follow the Lord in the right way, under the right house. You know what I'm saying? Because Iran's going to get 2 weeks of, well, they might not, but they say they're going to give them 2 weeks. Either way, for them to even get to that point, we look at it like, it's like, dang, like, you know what I mean? So what the people who have been harming us this long and treating us as if they just the biggest bosses of all time, they're trying to cut the smoke. When have they tried to cut the smoke with us? When have they tried to give us a break? When have they tried to give us at least 2 weeks of peace? Since we've been to this place, we've been getting harmed and unalived and conquered. Since we stepped on this place. So why would they not give us the same hand of peace that they're giving to these other countries, to these other nations? Why wouldn't they try to do that for us? So it's time to wake up. You have to understand the likeness of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And what he's about and what he's capable of doing. Okay. All right. Let's see. So let's go to Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 18. In the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18, it says, they hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. So you see that the time of old is no different than the times right now. Only the times right now we're living it, we see it, and we see the perspective and the character of our oppressor. And just like we were getting hunted back then, and our steps were being hunted, our steps are being hunted now. Our oppressors could not leave us alone for any reason. Regardless of the fact is, they have to find some type of way of oppressing us. Let's go to Lamentations 2 and 21. Lamentations. And it says, the young and the old lie on the ground in the streets. My virgins, my young men are fallen by the swords. It's like it, are fallen by the sword. Thou hast slain them in the day of thine anger. Thou hast killed and not pitied. So what's the difference between that and our oppressor today? When you seen those bombs hit that school in Iran, you pity for them, right? Or at least our people did. Our people are always pitying for others. We always have some type of sentiment towards all other nations. That's a virus that we accumulated in our spirits. Because when things are happening to us, you don't see the pity, you don't see the spirit of wanting to do for us by other nations. It doesn't exist. We have to first want to do for ourselves in order to get anyone to want to even find a way to join us. But we have to do for ourselves. We have to be the ones that start up a civil rights movement and things of that nature. We have to continue those things in order to get someone to feel something for us. And yet we want to feel everything for every other nation but our own. It says, verse 22, it says, thou hast called as in a solemn day my terrors round about, so that in the day of the Lord's anger none escape nor remain. Those that I have swaddled and brought up hath mine enemy consumed. So the thing you need to understand is that so just like I said, we don't have a defensive mechanism, but we have a defensive mechanism, so to speak. We have absolutely nothing we can defend ourselves with. Nothing. But we do have a shepherd who's willing to fight for us. You get what I'm saying? And this shepherd is the baddest shepherd on the block. No shepherd can see this shepherd. No shepherd is willing, no beast in the field is willing to go against this shepherd in order to try to take a bite out of us. You get what I'm saying? All these things of this earth fear this shepherd. And nothing tries to come against this shepherd as long as that shepherd's there. But say that shepherd turns around, or he or that shepherd goes away for a minute, we get attacked by everything. Oh, the shepherd ain't there no more. Go and get him. You get what I'm saying? So we don't have a defensive mechanism, but we have a shepherd who's willing to fight for us, who's willing to defend us. Imagine sheep that don't want to follow the shepherd. Imagine sheep that just continue to keep running off and going in the direction of danger. So much so to the point where it gets to the point where the shepherd just doesn't want anything to do with these stubborn sheep. Just like I can't do nothing with these sheep. Every time I try to lead them to water, every time I try to lead them to food, lead them to shelter, they continue to keep trying to run towards the predators. They try to dwell with predators. So I can only defend these sheep so much till it gets to the point where it's just like, okay, you want to run over there? Go ahead and run over there. Go see what it's like. And what happens to us? We get destroyed out there. All these defenseless sheep just getting destroyed by all these predators and all this prey who didn't want to come against the shepherd, but now that they see that the sheep have ran away from the shepherd, now they can have their way. You know what I'm saying? So we do have a defensive mechanism, but we don't. We don't personally, but we have a shepherd that does, that can defend us. So at this point, we need to start heading in the direction of the shepherd at this time period. It should be no more games that's being played. It should be no more things that we should be putting ahead of, our shepherd. Nothing in this world can be that important. Nothing. When it comes to the protection of your family, the protection of your nation, the protection of your people, nothing should be more important than that. But the only way that you're going to be able to protect a few of those sheep got to start heading towards the shepherd. And a few of those sheep have to see those sheep heading towards the shepherd, away from danger, in the direction of safety. So playing games, trying to be amongst the sheep that want to be amongst predators and don't want to be with the shepherd, it's only a one-way trip. The only way that you're going to be able to find safety is heading towards that shepherd. So what is that? We need to do what the Most High instructed us to do. We need to do exactly what we were told to do. It shouldn't be your feelings is in it. Oh, yeah, well, I feel like this scripture says this, or I feel like this scripture says that. No. Do exactly what the Lord told you to do. If the Lord told you to stop eating pork, then put it down. Don't try to find something to back up your need to want to be a filthy bastard. If the Lord tell you to put the pork down, if you don't see a culture in the Bible that's doing birthdays, then stop doing it. If you don't see a culture in the Bible that's doing the whole Pisces and Leo stuff, then stop doing it. You know what I mean? If the Lord is telling you to stop being a whore, then stop doing it. If the Lord is sitting over there telling you to stop doing drugs, then stop doing it. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. It should be no more dibbling and dabbling because of a comfort zone, because of things that you just don't want to let go. Your dibble and dabble is costing the rest of the sheep direction to the shepherd. Because not everybody is going to know the direction to get to the shepherd. Not everybody's going to know where the shepherd at. But for you to get the information of knowing where the shepherd is at, and you choose to find another shepherd, then you know what I'm saying? You know different than the sheep that are amongst the predators. You still in a messed up spot, because there's only one direction that's going to lead us into protection. You know what I mean? And broad is the way that leads to death. What else we got over here? Let's go to no. Let's stay in Lamentations. We go Lamentations 5 and 8. Let me get through these scriptures real quick. Lamentations 5 and 8. But yeah, so the sheep, the shepherd, all these things are it's just symbolic imagery for you to understand how important it is to follow the Lord. How important it is to our people to follow the Lord, and how important it is for you to follow this truth, because you're one of the ones who are amongst the people who understand. If you're in this class right now, you're one of the ones who understand the direction on how to get to the shepherd, and no one's going to follow that direction unless they seeing you do it. How important it is for you to get directly to that shepherd. Otherwise, our people are just going to continue to keep getting slain by these predators out in the field. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be the one who starts to lead the direction into finding where the shepherd is at. So this is how important your position is, because you know where the truth is at. You know where the shepherd is at. You know what I'm saying? But you stopping to go get some water. You stopping to go get some water in a river full of crocodiles. You know what I'm saying? No, you have to be the one to show people, or show your people, your nation, where the shepherd's at. Okay, I hope that makes plenty of sense. Lamentations 5 and what? Which one I say? 5 and 8. The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, "Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand." That's an important thing to know too. The reason we were talking about, the reason why our oppressors have to make it seem as if they are not in any danger, make it seem as if they're not in any harm, that they're not feeling any sense of threat. The reason why they have to do that is because really our oppressors are weak. And this is just a pure fact. It will get to a time period when blacks and Hispanics rule this world, and we'll look at them like it's them. They're the ones. You're telling me those things over there, those are the things that ruled this planet. Those are the things that had their foots on the necks of all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who ruled over God's people. These puny, wicked looking things. This is the thing that ruled over us. It'll get to that time period, because really without all the smoke and mirrors, without all the fake currency, without all of the weapons, because that's pretty much where it all leads to. That's all it is. It's just weapons. It's just weapons. The money's not real. The power is not real. The only thing that it is just weapons. Our oppressor is not afraid to hurt us. Our oppressor is not afraid to hurt others. And that's what puts him on the top right now. He doesn't have the compassion to want to make treaties and make promises of peace and make agreements. He doesn't want that. He wants war, and that's it. That's exactly what he wants. That's all he wants to do is drop bombs. He wants to drop diseases. He wants all that stuff. And there's nothing you can do to try to compel him to try to be different. Regardless if you try to do it through your false religion, your false doctrines, all those things. You can't change someone who knows where they got their power from. We are just too, I can't even say that. We're just too simple right now to understand where the power is coming from. But really the power is coming from the armies and the weapons and the mindset as well. The mindset to not be afraid to harm. Our people, we have that amongst each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? We'll look at each other in a manner where we'll use weapons against each other. We'll look at each other with an unpassion to not want to harm. You know what I mean? Like we want to harm each other just as well as our oppressor does. Our oppressor looks at us like something that can just easily be unalived. And we look at each other the same way. We look at each other like we're something that's easy to, and not just that, it's an obligation to. It's an obligation for our brothers to harm other brothers. Why? Because they were born in a different territory in the city, and that particular territory in that city, we were taught that we're not supposed to like that territory. So what happens? We're supposed to look at each other in the same manner that our oppressor looks at us, as an easy unalive. I just said as an easy kill. Just an easy kill. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's it's high time for our people to snap out of it. It's high time for our people to understand that this is not a powerful adversary. It's a very intelligent adversary. It's a very wicked adversary. But as far as power, the power that we need to see is our Father's power, our shepherd's power. We need to see the Most High's power to be able to understand what true power is. Because it's not in a gun. It's not in a bomb. You know what I'm saying? A gun and a bomb means nothing when a flood comes. A gun and a bomb means nothing when fire is across the whole the whole region. You know what I mean? Those things don't have any value. You can't eat it. You can't use it for a shield. You can't do anything. All you can do is hold, aim, and fire. But the power that we have can shake mountains to the ground, can flood planets. You know what I mean? Can do things that we are not capable of even imagining. You know what I mean? And you get that when you see what the Lord did for the Israelites during the time of Moses. The plagues that were sent. When you read in Ecclesiasticus, you know what I mean? I think it's, what is it, 21, 25? I think it is, when it's speaking detail to detail about how the plagues were in Egypt. Was it Ecclesiasticus or was it Wisdom of Solomon? It's like but it's either one of those. But you read detail to detail what it was like at that time period when the plagues came, and how dark it was at that time period, how terrible it was at that time period. The Lord made it so dark. That was one of the most terrifying ones that I've seen. The Lord made it so dark that people were hearing their nightmares. Like it was a nightmare in front of you, but there was nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Only the Lord's capable of this type of power. Our oppressor is not capable of that type of power. He just has bombs and guns. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. The contracts, the laws, the civilization, all these things are temporary to him, and he knows it. He knows that all these things are temporary, which is why you see, I mean, you don't see it on his face, but you know they're frightened right now, because there's a power that's come against them that they can't shake. There's a power that's come against them that they can't get away from. And as much as they try to do things in the manner that they've always done it, for some reason they can't seem to get it in a sustainable place, because the Lord doesn't want them to be sustainable. He wants them to continue to be concerned. Be concerned, because there is a flood coming. You know what I'm saying? And there's consequences and repercussions when it comes to touching the Lord's chosen people. What else we got? Jeremiah 13 and 23. We'll start at 20. Jeremiah 13 and 20. We'll start at Jeremiah 13 and 20. This says, lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north. Where is the flock that was given thee? Thy beautiful flock. What will, my phone just went through a tussle. What wilt thou say when he shall punish thee For thou hast taught them to be captains, and as chief over thee. Shall not sorrows take thee as a woman in travail? And if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So like we was reading in the last scripture about what Esau, not even just Esau, but what our oppressor is doing and was capable of doing to us, as far as hurting the young, hurting the old, hurting the women. You know what I mean? Like this is his nature. That's why I said one of his tactics is not just the weapons he uses, it's his mindset. He's not afraid to take a child out. He's not afraid to take a woman out or an elderly person out. You know what I mean? I posted a couple of pictures on my Facebook of the times that we were in the South going through the horrible time periods of slavery and getting out of slavery and those type of things like that. And I mean, we never got out of slavery, but just the slavery that they had us in at that time period. You see pictures of a guy dressed up like Santa Claus with two old people, and the KKK behind him. You know what I'm saying? And this was symbolically being said that something was going to happen to them. You know what I mean? And then you have this picture of a conquistador sitting on the shoulders of a little boy. You know what I mean? Using him as a chair. You have a picture of a little baby picking cotton. You get what I mean? You have a picture of a woman being hung upside down, a pregnant woman. You know what I'm saying? All of these things are what the fear that our oppressor is not afraid to put in our hearts. You get what I'm saying? That's what is leading us into wanting to be so obedient to him, is that fear and that trauma. All the things that he's done to us in those days. That fear and trauma is something that connects us to our obedience to them, which is why we want God to love them so bad. You know what I mean? It's in fear. It's not in love. That's not love. Real love is taking that same conquistador who's sitting on the shoulders of that little boy and doing unto him all of the evils that he's done to our people. That's love. Taking those KKK members and whatever harm they done to those elderly people on that picture and doing those things not just to them, but to their generations and their generations and their generations and all their generations to come until it's no more. That's real love. Love is not trying to forgive someone out of fear. That's not love. The love we seek from our Father is not acceptance for all. So whoever is taking that perspective of the scriptures and made that the lie, it's going to be hell done to them. Because real love that's written in the scriptures is all of the wickedness and burdens that we've suffered being taken and being the reverse effect, the Uno reverse effect. So now we get a chance to be able to be on top and to bring vengeance. That love is vengeance. The love we seek from our Father is vengeance. It's not acceptance. You know what I'm saying? That's the love. That's the love we truly want from God. That's the scriptures. That's the Bible. We want vengeance. We don't want acceptance. We don't want God to come and give us a son who he chose to use as a sacrifice to get us back in position, just so we can give everybody what we have. That's not love. That's confusion. That's delusion. That's a delusional mind. Why wouldn't you want to take the things that were taken from you and done to you and turn that around? But yet our people are delusional. We have made the scriptures, we make the Bible words of acceptance instead of words of vengeance. The Bible is about vengeance. The Bible is about taking the heads of our enemies. That's what it's about. And it's where we got to be led up into that position. And the only thing that acceptance, that salvation comes from, is us being able to live in peace without our enemies harming us anymore, without our enemies being amongst us anymore. When in Revelations, when it's talking about those 12 gates of Israel, it's talking about those 12 gates of Israel. It's not talking about the 12 gates of every nation in this world. So we're building gates to separate ourselves. If the kingdom of heaven, or if these scriptures in the Bible were all built on acceptance and everybody's singing kumbaya and being one, then there wouldn't be gates. There would not be gates in the kingdom of heaven, because the point of a gate is to separate. The point of a gate is not to bring people in, it's to keep people out. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Shouldn't the gate is built to keep people out, not to bring people in? So why are there 12 gates in the kingdom of heaven? Let's make that make sense. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna start at 22. Did I read? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll start at 22. And it says, and if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. So like if I read that already. Yeah, I think, yeah, I read all that already. Did I read everything? Therefore will I discover the skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. I have seen thine adulteries. Okay, I didn't read that part. So it says, I have seen thine adulteries and thy names, the lewdness of thy whoredom, and thine abominations on the hills in the fields. Woe unto thee, O Jerusalem! Wilt thou not be made clean? When shall it once be? So it's got to be a time period where we, if Christianity was the way of reestablishing God's people, then it would have happened already. There wouldn't be all of this brutality on God's people. There wouldn't be all of this poverty-strickenness that's still going on. If it was the way of God, it would have changed everything by now. It's been on the scene for like what? You know what I mean? How long has that doctrine been on the scene? How many millions of people are part of those religious establishments? But has it changed anything? Do we see change in anything? No. We don't see any change. We see the same things happening over and over again. Why? Because it's not a part of what the Lord has to offer. If we sit over here and God's people did like the days of Noah the days of Moses, where we got so in bad shape that we had to call on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We had to call on the Lord, like, please help us, please. And we cried out and cried out and cried out to the point where the Lord heard our prayer and said, you know what? My people is calling for me. I'm about to give them a helping hand. Because now they know who they seek now. Now they know the true Most High who they seek now. Instead of this Ra and Nut and Yah, whatever them Egyptian gods' names are. I don't know too much about Egyptology and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? I used to try to study it before I got into the truth, and you know what I mean, all those things have done away with it, completely out of memory. So like it too. I don't know if everybody that's watching right now is watching from a seat of someone who has an issue with ISUPK, but if you don't have an issue with ISUPK, or if you are a part of the establishment, could you please like the class? Like the class, comment. You know what I mean? I gotta understand how important those things are. I get we like to, you know what I mean, sit back and watch, but everybody, including the viewers, are important when it comes to, you know what I mean, these classes. You guys are responsible for how these classes get out. So if you are watching this in the eyes of someone who is a supporter of the ISUPK, then, you know what I mean, send a like. And if you have an issue with ISUPK, send a comment. You can comment whatever you want to. Because trust me, we got all day to battle. But that was my last scripture. And we got about like a couple more minutes left. Let's go to Psalms 55 and 20. It says, the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Another thing to understand is that because our oppressor is the weaker vessel, not only can he come up with you with brute force, but he can also come up to you with a wicked smile, deceit, lies. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that he was a liar from the beginning. He was a murderer from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he can come up to you with lies and a wicked smile. You know what I mean? Like what do foxes do when they're about to attack? They're smiling, like they're gentle and like they're friendly. But as soon as they get close enough, they attack you. Okay? All these things lead up into some of the tactics of a predator, and all these things lead into the metaphor of Israel being sheep and everyone else being predators, and the Most High being the shepherd. You know what I'm saying? So now, what we got? So let's see. Let's just go to we'll just go to Psalms 83 and 1, and that'll just be it. So pretty much we just talk about all the tactics that our oppressors willing to use to come against us. Nope, we still need some likes. So I'm guessing that everybody that's watching is a foe to ISUPK because the likes did not go up. We only got about 2 likes. That's it. So it must be 2 people who support the ISUPK. Psalms 83:1. So we're going to get into, is it 83:1? I went to 81. So like, Psalms 83:1. Got it. So we're going to get into the prayers that we use during Sabbath service, right? So this is going to be a familiar scripture. Well, let's just follow along. It says, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So, this is a very heavy chapter because it's getting into the plot against Israel. Okay, the water, because on my side it says only a few, but the water, what was that? That's a young man. The water, my brother. All right, the water to y'all for doing that. So this is one of the heavy chapters that we read during Sabbath service. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. I have an understanding that our oppressor is against you in a way where he has taken counsels and meetings on how he's going to destroy these particular people. He's sat in board meetings, and he sat in councils to figure out what can they do to keep us not only disobedient, but also in a low state, in a state where we don't try to thrive and we don't try to find we don't try to find substance in our God. We try to find substance in the things that our oppressor gives us. You get what I'm saying? Food stamps, welfare, low paying jobs, things like that. We find our substance in the things that, regardless of how minimal it may be, the minimal things that our oppressor gives us, that's the things that we try to find comfort in. That's the things that we try to find substance in. We never try to find it through our God. Even though even in the wilderness, he fed us. Even in the wilderness, he gave us water. Even in impossible situations, he still gave us substance. And yet we don't try to find any type of substance for our God. We try to find it through the ones who are confederate against us. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. When you were in that Christian church, you didn't even know what Israel was. When you were in school, you didn't even know who you were as a people. They told you was African. They told you were black. They told you were Negroes. They told you a whole bunch of things that your identity was, but you didn't know exactly what that was. All you knew is that you and your people endured, well, your generations endured slavery. That's it. That's all you knew. You didn't know anything else. And this all came through crafty counsel. And they took in the identity of how can you want to be the God's chosen people if you don't even know who you are? How can you want to be God's chosen people if there is no chosen people, if everybody is accepted and known as God's people? How can you want to be God's chosen people? This is a crafty counsel. How can we make them not want to sit in a seat of authority, but love those who are over them? How can we brutally unalive them and harm them and attack them and keep them in low states, and yet make them still have love for us? How do we do this? This is all through crafty counsel. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So this enemy hates you so much that he has built a system that's literally against you and your people, that keeps you and your people on the bottom. And yet you're not upset or angry enough in this oppression that's been given to you to want to put the blunt down. You're not upset or angry enough to want to keep your legs closed. You're not upset or angry enough to want to change your mentality and change your spirit from trying to be a Egyptian god and want to be a follower of the Most High, a follower of Christ. You know what I'm saying? You're not willing to do those things. The problem is that you're just not mad enough and you're just too comfortable because you think that it just won't, you think that it won't pop off at any moment. This thing can pop off at any moment. Get out that comfort zone and just wake up, man. And this is a perfect time to do it. With all of these wars and rumors of wars and all these blank threats and things can go bad in just 2 seconds. It's very, 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 very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not demanding. Jesus, I'm blank of words right now. I'm ready to go to bed. But what is the word I was thinking of? Either way, it's important. I'll just use that word. It's important that you get your mind right and you become one of those sheep who lead the rest of the sheep back to the shepherd. Because we are in the detrimental too. Detrimental is a good word. It wasn't the word I was thinking of, but detrimental is a good word. That's one of the words that I couldn't think of. But yeah, yeah, it's important that you become one of those sheep who continue to keep going in the direction of where the shepherd's at, because we're not going to be able to find the shepherd with just standing around in the midst of chaos, standing in the midst of predators. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to know their way and their direction. If you know your way and for some reason you are still choosing not to go in the direction of the shepherd, you know what I mean? You have let your flock down. You have let your people down. You let everyone around you down because of your own selfishness. So with that, I'm gonna say the water for y'all tuning in, man. Hopefully everybody got home safe once again. You know what I mean? Like I said, excellent events. Glad that everybody made it out this past weekend. It was wonderful. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Now start packing for next year because it might happen soon. And Lord willing, it don't have to happen at all. Maybe we can have Passover in our own land. It's true. That would be amazing. But I want to say the water for y'all tuning in. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshai, Barakatham. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamal, Atham, Shem Yahshai. Yeah, man. Y'all do y'all thing this week, man. The water for y'all tuning in. Lord Christ.